This is the story about how we got kidnapped in Morocco. First of all, if you haven't watched the previous story time, you need to go back and watch that. I will put the link down in the description below. This was the second day of our trip. After the previous days of all this Google that went on, we were just like hoping today would go smoothly, but that's not what happened. That is not what happened at all. We got up early. We woke up quite early to just get a fresh start in the day. We decided we want to go on an excursion because it was my friend's birthday. So we decided to go on a camel ride. We went to a random excursion office and we just decided to book tickets. We got it for about €20 each, which we were happy to pay. The man was very nice. He gave us a receipt. He told us to wait downstairs because our bus would come and pick us up to bring us to the camel rides. Okay? Super. We were looking forward to it. We actually were. We had been waiting for about 10 minutes for this bus to come. We're just waiting there and we're like, when the hell is this bus gonna come? And an SUV pulls up. A black SUV with tinted windows. I tell you, you could not see. That was non-penetrable glass. The glass was black. It was a nice SUV. It was lavish. It was smexy, okay? And me and my friend were like, oh shit, this is the bus? What did we do? We got in. We actually got in. I know, me too. Tell me why. Tell me why we got in that car. €20. Are you mad? Are you crazy? After buying €20 camel rides, and we were sitting in the back of an expensive SUV, and we just think it's normal. We're like, this is the life. We paid €20. Look what we're living, lavish. €20. €20, you're in an SUV, leather interior, cup holders, everything. Like, ask me if that's realistic, yeah? Ask me if it's realistic, because it's not realistic. I watched Criminal Minds when I was a kid. How could I ever? Oh, can you believe these two kids got in this SUV? Like, did my mom not teach me? Like, when I was in that car trying to escape, did my mom not teach me? Come on, really? What were you doing? Like, where was my common sense? Where was my friend's common sense? It was his birthday, so we just thought we were like gonna go crazy, get in this SUV. The man who sold us the ticket and the driver were speaking in Arabic to each other. So we were just sitting in the back talking to each other like, look at this is so cool. Yeah, that's where everything went wrong. The man who sold us the ticket turns his head to me and says,
Can I see your receipt, please?
And I said, I literally said, no, this is actually my receipt. You know what it looks like. And he said,
Oh, I just need to see it quickly.
I thought, okay, I'll just show him the receipt. I'm about to hand it over to him. He snatched it out of my hand. He grabbed it. And then he said, Yalla, yalla, yalla to the driver. Yalla is the only Arabic word I know, which means hurry, hurry, hurry. So I'm like, oh shit, what did we just do? I mean, this all happened in seconds. The doors closed, lock. I'm looking like this. I'm doing Mr. Krabs. The driver pulls up his window and starts speeding for his life, as if he's driving away from the police. Excuse me? I think you have the wrong people. We want to go on camel rides. We don't want to go to our death. We were in the back of this car, freaking out. The driver looked so scary. He looked so sketchy. I'm telling you, he was sketchy. I kept asking, where are we going? Why aren't you talking to me? He didn't respond to us at all. We were in the car at all. He didn't respond to us. So I said, what the hell? I literally was panicking. I was like, okay, this is my friend's birthday. I'm responsible to keep him alive today. I literally tried opening the door, it was locked. I tried opening the windows, locked. I tried like getting to the back seat. I was panicking. I was like literally opening all the doors. I was like trying to get out anyway. I was trying to find a way out. And this guy in the front seat just saw me trying to like get out of the car and just said nothing to me. He just ignored me. Junior the whole time was just frozen. He was just frozen. Can you believe it? I'm there trying to escape from a serial killer. And he just said like this. The car was going along, driving. And I was just trying to find a way out. Trying to open all the doors. They were all locked. I was trying to bang on the window. I literally don't know why this man ignored me while I'm banging on his window. Man, that glass was tinted. I told you that glass was tinted, didn't I? We continued to drive. And I had been trying for a solid 10 minutes to get out of this car. We kind of got out of Marrakesh. We were like in this more suburban area, but it looked like a war zone had just gone on. All the buildings were broken. It was so derelict. It was like, it literally looked like war had gone on. The buildings were all in rubble. There were people everywhere, but not once did I see a police officer. I tried one last time to get out, and then I was thinking, okay, my last chance. I have to grab the steering wheel. I have to like grab it somehow. So my plan was just like to grab the wheel and like turn the car something, crash the car into something. It would give us a chance maybe to strike the driver. I don't know what my plan was. That was the only option I had. I was so scared. And then Junior just said to me, "Lewis, don't do it." He told me, in South Africa, it's normal for people to carry weapons in their cars with them. Morocco could be like this as well. So I was like about to grab the steering wheel to literally do anything to get away. So I was like, okay, what do I do then? I was like, I don't know what to do. At that very moment was the lowest moment in my life. I sat in the back of the car looking out and all of the buildings, everything. And I was looking at the window and I like gave up. I gave up. It was so sad. I started looking out the window and I was like, wow, is this it? Like I was like, wow. Who do I pray to? Oh my God. I was so upset. I remember I was like, that was the very moment that I gave up on my life. And we were just driving and it was so scary. And I was like, I was looking out the window and I thought, who do I pray to? I was thinking about my parents. I was thinking about my family. I was like so upset. I was like, I didn't get to say goodbye to anybody. Oh my God, that was the low point for me. That was so sad. We're in this car and he keeps driving. And at this point, I'm just like literally in apathy. I'm just like reflecting on my whole life, just doing what I can to remember the good moments. And we kept going further and further and further and further. And we must have been in the car for about 25 minutes in total. We were in the middle of nowhere. We were literally, it was just like desert around us. We were driving and the roads were not even roads anymore. That was scary. That was literally, I did not know what was happening. I look around and we're literally in the desert. So I was like, holy crap, what is happening? When I tell you I was scared, nah. The hostage thing was like jelly to me. I was not scared for the hostage thing. I was scared for this very moment. I was not scared when I came into this world. I was scared when I was about to leave it. I was not scared when I got lost. I was scared when I was found. He got out of the car and he opened a door. I was like, I don't know if it's worse to be in here or to be out there. But I was like, okay, let's just get out. I got out. I followed the man. When I got out, yeah, tell me why that man was 4'4". He literally did not look dangerous at all. I was like, wait, what? Me and Julia looked at each other. We were like, is this the same man that was in the car? He looked so scary from behind. I'm telling you, he looked scary from behind. What? I was like, what? We got out and the man said, follow me. I was like, okay, well, you know what? At this point, let's just follow him. Let's just see what happens. I've been through it all. We started climbing up this hill. Am I walking to death? Am I literally walking up to death? Is that what's happening right now? I just followed him. He didn't tie us up or anything. I just followed him. I was walking up the hill. When we got to the top, we looked down. What did we see? Camels. Camels. We saw camels. I viewed them with my very own eyes. Why did you have to bring us to camels after all of that? Why? This whole time, all of this was in my own head. How embarrassing. You listen, you see my point of view, okay? What was the man's point of view when I'm trying to escape his car? What was his point of view? Why did they snatch my receipt? What's even worse, I had no chill. I had no chill trying to break out of that car. I was panicking. If he had one of those dash cams in his car, oh God. The man brought us to the camel rides and we went camel riding. I did not enjoy one split second of that camel ride. I was so scared. Oh, to top it off, yeah, they made us dress up like bandits because they told us in the desert there are bandits. If they see tourists, they will come and rob or kill you. So you need to dress up like them, so if they see you, they think you're one of them and they do not attack. So they tell us that before we get on an hour camel ride through the desert. He tells us this very thing. So am I supposed to enjoy it? Me and my friends supposed to have a good time while we're dressed up as thieves, as bandits. The whole thing was just, honestly, it was just a mess. So after this whole experience, yeah, they want us to dress up like bandits. Like bandits. Let me know what you think. Were we being dramatic? I personally don't think we were being dramatic at the time. I was like, Jesus, like they brought us camels for real. I think I would prefer to have gone to die than to go to camels, so I wouldn't have been so embarrassed for the past 30 minutes. I was just confused. I had no time to process embarrassment. I only had time to process confusion. So if you go to Morocco, stay tuned for next week's final story time in Morocco. Make sure you watch the previous one. Make sure you subscribe. Comment what you think. Even though all of this happened, I still recommend Morocco. I want you all to go there. It's beautiful. Let me know if you've ever been to Morocco and if you have similar experiences.